Hey. Good day, guys. This healing oracle reading is to cleanse, purify, de-energize and clear from your energy and those around you all negative prayers, energies, entities, vibrations and frequencies that has been sent to sabotage you, and to amplify all positive prayers, energies, nature's healing vibration and nature's natural protection over the powerful ones. With gratitude to the Most High Creator, source of all life, our everlasting peace and comfort, we shall start the reading. So, okay, straight away, we've got some astral travelers trying to travel and neutralize a clairvoyant. A clairvoyant is meant to be giving a blueprint to somebody, but the hypnotherapist and the astral traveler are trying to block it. So we're going to do something today that is different. Blockage, healing, outcome. Alright. But what we're going to do first now, because I've got some, there's this thing called automatism, and you can do automatic writing. So I've got a few little new ones to tell you lot. So let me see what these cards are saying first. And I want to see who it's from. I didn't do it first like this. I didn't lay the cards out without you guys because I wanted you to be here with me. I wanted you to be here with me when I lay out the first card so you can see where I'm going. But so far we've got that astral traveller is travelling astrally to a neutralizer. So an astral traveller right here is travelling astrally to a neutralizer who could possibly be a clairvoyant and a hypnotherapist. But the clairvoyant has got a blueprint that she or he needs to give to a hypnotherapist. Right, so we're going to see what the blockage is, who's holding up the blockage, and such and so forth. Blockage, healing, outcome. And you know I always forget, so blockage, healing, outcome. Yeah. So what's the blockage here? What is it on? Okay, so not today, not dealing with the hurt, avoiding a conversation, call or person, boundaries, still angry. So maybe, yeah, you're a hypnotherapist and you don't realise it, and your friend is a clairvoyant or your partner is a clairvoyant, and you lot are meant to pass blueprints between each other, but you're avoiding it. You're just like, you're not dealing with it. Let's see why you're not dealing with it. What is the person? Okay, so you feel like the person is artificial and they're not really telling the truth. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, so you think that the person hasn't grown. There's no growth in this situation. Alright, let's see what your advice is on your blockage. Spirit has a plan. So Spirit has a plan for this particular individual for growth and to mend the artificial heart. But somebody has to deal with the conversation. You have to have the conversation. You have to communicate. You have to. We're going to see the healing and the why here. But the message that I've got is the order in which one gets dressed. So you place your underwear on top of your first layer, and the second layer would be the clothes that you wear outside. So the clothes that you wear outside will be the last thing that you put on, and your socks and pants will be on top. So layers of clothing can cause irritability. Alright, so if you are in a couple or in an environment where you're inside a house or somewhere and you're arguing with somebody, turn the heating down and take off your clothes. So if you've got 3 layers of clothes on, take off 1 layer. Also in Islam, obviously, if you are in a state of upset and you started in that position sitting down, you stand up and move to a different space. And if you're not calm, you can go and lay down, but you keep changing states until you're pacified and until your state is calm. You got Also, critiquing and leaving comments. So normally in a situation, back in the day, people would have critiques and columns and papers and magazines, and people would actually want these people to come and critique them. Critique is another form of criticism. So critiques are another form of criticism. Comments are another form of criticism also. So what they would do is collect information from various of the same sources. So if there was a food critic or art critic or media critic or a sports critic, they would compare the various different places they've been to and compare them with each other. So like for sports, for instance, yeah, it's like comparing Man City to Man United or Arsenal to Liverpool. So when you are getting like sometimes you'll sit there and you'll get thoughts inside of your head, or like you'll get just like a thought or a feeling or something, but most of the time it's false, or you'll have a voice inside of your head. Like sometimes people can think but they can hear their voice while they're thinking. If some of these things like thoughts are impressed onto you, you got to think about the language, the vocabulary, and the vernacular in which it is coming to you. So if you're not accustomed to speaking in a certain manner, and like you get an information coming towards you, and you relay that information in a language that is not accustomed to you, that is a form of nature of an entity impressing itself upon you for you to convey a message in the form of communication. Boom. I know that's long-winded, yeah, but imagine how I feel. I'm from Catford, brother. Catford. I don't talk like that. I talk like this. It's the middle. Yeah, so what you need to heal is maybe effective communication. So maybe if you're not able to communicate in an effective manner, then maybe you should take lessons. So there's a competition here. There's an enemy that's clever and malicious that makes you need to look over your shoulder. It could be the other woman or the other man. Let's see what they say. Okay, so this is in reverse. The child I was meant to be. Sometimes maybe people might, maybe this growth, okay, it's comfort in a way, is your body telling you. So the more comfort you need as a growing up, the less comfort you had as a child. So maybe as a child you didn't feel comforted. That's why I love the smell of ganja, it comforts me. And as a child I wasn't very comforted much. I'm talking about hugs and that, like, you see how I talk? Oh. So I know the difference between getting information. So some people could have had a joyless childhood. And now they're saying as a grown up, now you got your own house, or you might be a man that lives with a woman and you want your own freedom. From a child, all you know is just living with other people. Because this sports business ain't my thing, you know. Man United versus Man City. Yeah. So maybe you need to get your own place. Maybe as a female, all you know is living with other people. Maybe you need to get your own place. Maybe that's where your joy will lie. Maybe then the child that you used to be, you get me? Maybe you used to be a happy child, growing things in your hand, love to see things grow, and now look, you can't even get the little one thing in your hand to grow. Because there's a snake. What's the outcome? Making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love. I hope you listen to this far, you know, because it all just bleeds into one thing, making healthy choices. The Spirit come and said, do it a different way, brother, do it a different way. I won't cry for you, in reverse. So who are you crying for? Somebody must be crying for you. They did let you go, look. Well, let the blood run right back into their eyeballs because they shouldn't have treated you bad. Or maybe you treated somebody bad. Me, I'm all for maybes, you know. Mbala Masusu. That's Congolese. Lingala. Mbala Masusu. Maybe. It's my favourite. Mbala Masusu. And again, leadership is always coming out, because if you don't lead yourself, you know, you're going to follow some foolishness. You have to lead yourself. Otherwise, if you don't, you are definitely going to follow down a foolish road. And if you don't have nobody that can lead you or guide you to the right road, the prosperous road, The road where foolishness don't occur in your life. Papaya. No, I was just quiet to see if you lot can hear it. Magic works. Magic works through you. It works through you. It's not inside of you. Some people might think it's inside of them. Me personally, I just think nature did it so I can be absorbed with all responsibility. I don't want no responsibility. Whatever happens, if you jump out and frighten me and I pop off your head with some, that's not my fault. It was magic and it was nature. You frightened me. I know business. If you jump out and frighten me and I disappear, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. Nature did it. It wasn't me. You see it though, right? So remember that the magic works through you, but you have to be still and listen to it. And if you're continuously in a state of aggravation, it's not going to work for you, my darling. My love, it is not going to work. You need a love that slowly grows and grows, not one that... Anyway, before they get me, I ain't paying royalties. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so effective communication, your blockage. Sometimes you're listening to people and your mind wanders far. Just say to them, sorry, my mind wandered. Repeat that for me, please. Effective communication. If you're having a thought-provoking conversation, let them know this is very thought-provoking. And my mind wandered for a moment. Could you repeat what you were saying? From where? And then you pick up and tell them where you started your thought process from. And that's how a conversation occurs. And they must listen to you and then be like, oh, okay, that's what you got from me saying that. Well, this is the part that you didn't hear. Conversation, effective communication. Hi, so this is positive reasons why and what for. So sometimes in this situation where you might think the person hasn't grown and the person themselves don't feel like they have grown or they have had good guidance in their life. So this person here is the same person here, but they feel like they didn't have good guidance growing up. So if you feel like you're dealing with a person that didn't have good guidance when they was growing up, so you might have to break it and say, look, it wasn't meant to be, but I'm gonna, value the experience. That's what I'm gonna do. And good old granddad, where there's a good, there's a bad, and where there's a bad, there's a good. So don't worry about all of the time, stuttering. Don't worry about all of the time that you put into a situation or an event. It doesn't matter. What you need to do is value the experience that you got from it. Okay, and stop doing that. I don't know who's doing something, but whoever's out there poisoning people's animals, you need to speak to the owner if the dog's bothering you. Yeah, and if the owner don't want to do what the owner's meant to do, you know what to do next. And just remember, once you do leave this situation, alright, that's going to be the last one, because this is all of the reasons why. Okay, so if you do have to leave the situation, just remember, for one bad memory, you found good ones. You found 6 good ones, so it's okay. The six good memories was real. That's why you ended up staying in the situation for so long. But you need to value the experience, maybe move on, or value the experience and take leadership and find guidance for the two of you. But for one bad memory, you can find 6 good ones, so it's okay. So, the moral of the story is they want to go around you. Yeah? Much going on in the background, sly behavior. So that's where this blockage is. And you're in this energy of, I can be horrible like you, but you can't be nice like me. And it jealous them, because they can't be nice. Them red eye. And they never say red eyes. In Jamaica, they always say you're red eye, like you only got one red eye. So maybe they can see things that others can't see. And if you look at a person in the way that they're jealous of you, you can kind of navigate where you're meant to go with that. So if you say, oh, this person jealous me, you're going to have to navigate your way around it and be like, okay, well, I know that you jealous me. So now I'm either going to walk away or stay in this situation and see if I can fix it or guide it to a better outcome. It's all up to you guys, It's all up to you guys. So, innocence until proven guilty. Remember that. We're going to go with this one because of the plant. The plant? See, that was a child. And maybe you're a man. Listen, men can grow things too, Evolution. Weren't men farmers in the first place? Evolution. Well, I wasn't even meant to be here for this long, but it looked like, say it, go. And we will go back all the way to comfort. Man, I love you guys, not you guys. I love my natures, them. Comfort. See it? Sometimes you might need to be comfortable, uncomfortable. Like, whatever country you're in, maybe that's what the temperature you're meant to bathe in. So if you're in a hot country, you use hot water. And if you're in a cold country, you use cold water to bathe the skin. Because I don't know nature to heat up water, Most of the time in nature, when you find water, it's cold. And I don't know how they find people to bathe in hot water these days. Forgive. And let go. And that's another thing that I was thinking about when I was bathing my skin. For real. That some people that like to bathe in cold water, I don't tell people why. Maybe whatever country you're inside, go and find the natural water and feel the temperature of the water, and that's the temperature of the water you're meant to bathe with. Have courage. Don't let people push you off your little pedestal. These times you're only sitting on one bench. Even a stool like that, stooping. These people, not stupid, I said stooping down. Bending for people that don't know what stoop means. Crouched down. Alright. And in the outcome, let it shine. May you be a lighthouse. May the light bring anything, everything. Because even the jinn come and sit down and listen to the Quran when it's been recited. That's what they say. That is what they say. Yes. I'm not saying any more. I'm minding my business. So, take this little healing oracle reading here, I don't know why this card got removed, as a reflection, right? And have inspiration, okay? And it is affirmed. Sometimes nothing don't do people, they just got too much clothes on. Or they're cold and they need to put clothes on. Whatever the reason is, you look on people and really look on them good and say, do you know what? Do you need to put on some clothes, that's why you're miserable? Or do you need to take off all of these layers and layers of clothes? I'm going to give you a lot of atoms here because I just love the cards. Look. Platinum. This your information, guys. Platinum. Calm down. Jeez. Nitrogen. Not today, yesterday. Oh, yesterday, last week, you meant to get the information. Communicate effectively. There is no comfort in this world. Comfort is really what you make of it. And you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. As my little youth says, uncomfortable. I don't even know what this one is. Bismuth. 88. Was it 83? Anyway, this has been gone long enough. Thank you for watching. Big up yourself in the real life. And as I would say, like, share and subscribe, because that's how I like to end it. So that means it's closed, done, finished, everything over. I'm going to do my thing. Nature does its thing. Every man does their thing, you get me? Remember, astral travelers, if you normally sleep in your bed, maybe don't sleep in your bed tonight. Later on.